Streets of San Francisco, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Carl Malden. Also starring Richard Hatch. With guest stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Larry Mahan, Bert Freed. Special guest star Diana Muldaur. Tonight's episode, Deadlift.
One more time, come on.
Hey, this is not gonna work.
Huh?
Do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Watch toes.
Good, hold it. Good.
Hey, thank you.
See ya.
Hey, I'm no expert, but aren't you going too slow?
No,
Oh, I thought that you had to work up a sweat, get your heart pumping.
mine pump's okay.
This is my second lap. How many have you done?
33.
You're not even breathing hard. Where are you from?
Here.
Oh, you weren't born here.
No, Austria. But I'm American now. Served in Vietnam.
Hey, can't you even stop?
I stopped once already. Any more wouldn't do me any good.
All right, you're serious about this, aren't you?
It's my body, isn't it?
So?
Well, a person's body is important.
Well, how many more laps does that important body of yours have to make?
2 more?
Well, come on in. I won't hurt you. You sure you don't want some pop?
No, thanks. Water's fine.
Anti-sugar, huh?
Well, why take something the body doesn't need right now?
You back to that body business again? Here, sit down.
Thank you.
So, you're a bodybuilder. How much do you work out?
4 or 5 hours a day.
Would you wait just 1 minute, please? I want to get this all down so that I don't miss a thing.
Get what down?
Well, you're a body freak, right? Anybody who works out 5 hours a day, I want to know about. Okay, anytime.
Turn this off. Turn that off. And I'm no freak.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Okay. No tape.
I'm just a talker, that's all.
Well, can you talk about yourself without a tape? Really, I want to know, how often do you work out?
Every day.
Would you show me what you look like? Will you? I mean, if you can't talk, you can at least show.
Okay.
You're not kidding, are you? I've never seen anything like it. Up close, I mean. You don't work out easy style like the way you jog.
Oh, no. We work it until it hurts.
Well, what do you do? What's the purpose?
You really want to see?
Uh-huh.
You promise you won't laugh? Because people don't understand.
I promise.
Okay. Do you have some baby oil? It looks better with oil.
Oh, sure.
Many people don't like bodybuilding because they don't understand what it is all about. more people would know about it, they all would like it. It's a beautiful philosophy. It's a healthy sport. And it's an art. Not many people think that we are sculptors. I mean, not with clay, with the body. We sculpt our own body. There's so much to know about bodybuilding. Okay. Okay, first pose is a lat spread. Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry. It just looks so ridiculous.
Well, you told me to show you.
Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
Oh, you're just licking out.
Oh, I told you I was sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
But you did. You think I'm funny, huh? You think I'm funny?
Well, you got to admit, I mean, when you do that, you look like some big ape or something.
Stop that! Stop this! That's not how you... That's beautiful! It's what the body's supposed to look like! No, I'm not gonna stay so you can laugh at me.
Irene was supposed to meet me at the student union. When she wasn't there, I came here, found her. The coroner said she had a broken neck.
Was her door locked?
Yeah, I have a key, and she had a set of mine. She had a set of mine. Could it have been an accident? Maybe she fell?
No, we're sure somebody else was here.
Yeah, and whoever it was left his prints all over the place. Do you know that there's a full set on that bottle over there?
What was he doing with baby oil?
Are you finished with this?
Yes, sir.
Anybody who works out 5 hours a day, I want to know about. Okay, anytime.
Turn this off. Turn that off. And I'm no freak.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I warned her.
Say, it was a German accent, wasn't it? Swiss or German? Anybody you know?
No, and it never is. Irene, she had this thing for sociology. She liked interesting people. She'd bring them back here. Construction workers, firemen, garbage men. She said she wanted to get into their heads, see what they were thinking, get it all down on tape.
Where'd she find them?
All kinds of places. Today, last night, she said she was going to Golden Gate Park to jog. She probably met somebody there.
Was she more specific than that? You know, Golden Gate Park's a pretty big place.
That's all she said. But, she liked that little lake.
Stowe Lake.
Yeah. I warned her about this over and over.
Do you have any pictures of her?
Yeah. She had some graduation pictures last weekend.
There were finger marks on her arms and her shoulders were dislocated. He must have just picked her up like a rag doll and shook.
Yeah, which takes a lot of strength.
Who works out 5 hours a day? Professional athlete?
I'm no freak.
What?
When you heard that tape, that word really triggered him off. Freak. Come on.
Joe?
Just a minute.
Joe, could I just see you? Will you stop it for a minute? I want to talk to you.
Is it about being late this morning?
Huh? No. No, it's about your work. Your work is good. I mean, it's great. I've never seen anybody work like that in my life. On the docks, you're the fastest.
Thank you.
No, it's... you don't understand. You're missing the point. The guys are a little upset with your work. You're putting pressure on them with your work.
You're kidding. I make it easy for them. The more I work, the less they have to work.
Let me explain something to you, okay? You're putting the pressure on me, you know what I mean? There's an efficiency experts here. They watch and they figure what goes out, you know. What you can do, we can't do, Joe.
Well, listen, I was hired here to work, right?
Right.
Okay, so.
But, see, what I'm thinking is that maybe you would be happy if you found a place where you could work in your own way, you know?
My own way. What you're saying is I'm fired.
What I'm saying is that we have to worry about ourselves. We got our jobs to worry about. The guys, they want to stretch it out a little bit.
Stretch out, stretch out. Are you kidding? Stretch out. I'm here to work.
Will you,
stretch out.
Hey, what? Hey, Christ, take it easy. Will you wait a minute?
You stretch out all you want.
Hey, Joe. Wait. Okay.
Say, this girl jogs around here quite often. Have you ever seen her?
10-4. Mike.
Thank you very much.
We just got a call. A guy named Garver with a possible lead.
Well, we're not doing any good here. Say, what's the word on the prints?
One set was hers. The others don't belong to anyone local. Zakulovich sent them off to Washington.
Well, let's take a look. Who's Garver?
Works for a neighborhood newspaper, the San Francisco Dispatch.
So when I saw that come off the presses this morning, I thought, boy, that sure does look like that girl my son and I saw in the park this morning.
What was she doing?
Just jogging around the lake. And then she met some guy, and they started talking and jogging off together.
Can you remember what he looked like? How was he dressed?
Dark blue sweatsuit, brown hair, and big. It looked like he was really in good shape. Late 20s. Well, I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help.
It can be. We'd like you to go downstairs and help our police artist do a sketch of his face.
Sure. Oh, well, there is one more thing, but I don't think it's going to show up on a drawing.
What do you mean?
Well, he kind of walked funny.
Can you show us?
Something sort of like this.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Who is it?
It's me. Who do you think?
Well, rent day is Tuesday.
Oh, come on, Joe. I'm your friend. You know I don't come just to collect. Got another complaint about your clanking. What are you doing home? I thought you worked today.
Got fired.
Oh. What happened?
Tom, I rather don't talk about it, okay?
Okay. But, fired or not, rent is due next Tuesday.
Don't worry.
You want to get rid of that tension? Forget the weights. Bourbon will do it every time.
It's gonna do you into your grave, too. Don't you know that the body is sacred? When are you gonna start taking care of yours?
Oh, well, hey, let's look at it this way. My sacred body is worshiping the spirits, that's all. Tuesday.
Bob, I came up because I got this suspect, no name, and He's pretty strong, I'm sure, in top physical shape.
Hey, Murphy. Murphy, not like that, huh? Hey, remember the man's trying to resist arrest. Yeah, that's better.
Don't kill him. Listen, Bob, this guy, he probably works out somewhere. Maybe, 5 hours a day. And I thought maybe you could help us figure out where he works out.
Hey, it depends, Mike. You're not really giving me enough. Different guys work out in different ways in different places.
You mean like a football player doesn't work out the same way a baseball player does?
Right, and a lineman doesn't work out the same way as a running back. He doesn't have the neck of a lineman.
Hey, Mike, why don't you show him how he walks?
Yeah. No, you show him. Go ahead.
Hey, very nice, Daniel. Very nice. Hey, what do you call that?
Hey, come on. That's what the witness said.
I know. Listen, now you're giving me something I can work with. That kind of walk generally comes from somebody with overdeveloped lats. That's the muscle back up in here, back muscle. I would say you're looking for a weightlifter, maybe even a wrestler.
Well, what gyms would a guy like that go to?
For you, Mike, I'll make a list.
Officer?
Yeah, can I help you?
I would like to talk to somebody. It's about a crime. It's
No! Hey, you turkey foot! I don't belong here. I need a doctor. Hey, give me a break, will ya?
Okay, in the tank. Now, you wanted to report a crime?
No. I was wrong. I'm sorry. It was all a mistake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Please, Mrs. Carson, I really need the job. You know I'm good at it.
Joe, you're the best. Best I ever used, but I'm worried. That uproar you caused about that dumb delivery boy.
He shouldn't have said what he did.
So he's called you a few silly names, so what? Maybe he was just jealous. The way you went after him, I thought you were going to kill him.
Please, I promise you it wouldn't happen again.
No more mayhem. Promise?
I promise.
Just going to have to learn to control that temper.
Sorry, Lieutenant. I've never seen him.
You're sure?
If he was as strong as you say he is, I'd remember him. Good-looking, strong guys can make a fortune in a wrestling game.
All right. If he's not the man I'm looking for, I'll send him over to you. How's that? Good. Okay, Pappy. Say, Pappy, come here.
Yeah.
one of your guys want a massage, you give him liniment, don't you?
Oh, you bet. Some of these guys like these new compounds, but not me. I can't see it.
What about baby oil? Ever use baby oil on him?
Baby oil?
Yeah. I got good reason for asking.
Lieutenant, can you imagine these guys using baby oil? You know what I mean? You know, you're looking for a pretty boy, one of those Mr. America types. They rub the oil on, you know, to show off their meat.
Oh, very good. There. Now that's what I mean. That body has mass.
Well, you said we should draw what we see. And when what we see looks like that, it's a lot easier.
Judith, a word to the wise. Joe is a little flaky. Very strange guy. Very unpredictable.
That's refreshing. For 12 years, I was married to a guy that was so predictable you could die.
Well, you've been warned. Yes, officer. Take a break for a while, people, please. Joe, don't go.
Do you want to see what I've done with you?
Yeah.
People, it seems as if we have a problem about a car parked outside, in front of a hydrant. Does anybody know anything about it? Sorry, officer. Try the barber across the street.
Oh, yeah, I like that. It's beautiful.
I wish my ex had smiled like that at something I'd done. My name is Judith Winters.
Joe Schmidt.
Joe, why don't you come on back and try another pose for him for a change?
Okay.
All right, now, you know the rules. I don't have to do more reps than you, just the same amount. Then if I get lucky and do more than you wouldn't have any objection to, say, doubling your bet?
No hustling, Henry.
Hustle? Me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sit down, sit down. No, I don't know. But if I find him first, I'm going to strangle him.
Preferred, Mr. Jenks, if you just call us instead.
Oh, sure. It's not only that he killed that girl. For 30 years, I've worked to make bodybuilding legitimate in the eyes of the public, so that they look upon us as something more than circus strongmen or guys that aren't really men at all. Then along comes a jerk like this. Let me show you something. Here. See that? My own international bodybuilding federation, with affiliates in 70 foreign countries. 2 million people in this country train with weights. 300,000 of them read my papers, use my courses, eat my food supplements.
Mr. Jenks, how many in San Francisco? How many who don't use your gym but work out at home?
I guess a couple of thousand or so, but they're mostly kids. But there may be some others, and if there are, and the members of the Federation, you'll find them listed in there.
What about other bodybuilding organizations? Are there any?
Of course, but they don't have the membership we have or the clout.
Can you get us their membership lists?
Well, it just so happens. There. I have to keep up with the competition in case there are any new endorsements I want to get.
Of course, Mr. Jenks. Say, do you mind if we borrow these for a while? We'll bring them right back.
Oh, go ahead.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Come on, Ben.
Thank you.
Hey, nothing personal. Consider it your initiation, friend.
Lieutenant! Lieutenant! Is it all right if I take a copy of that picture?
Oh, sure. There you are.
Thanks. Henry, why don't you stick to conning truck drivers in bars? This man came out west here for some serious training. Look, all you muscleheads, come here. Take a good look at this. The first one of you who can find out who this man is, I am personally going to hand over a big, beautiful $1,000.
You look a little tired.
2 hours posing makes you stiff.
Bet you could use a good massage and sauna.
Could afford it. You know, I only make $10 an hour, and sometimes I wish it could last the whole day.
You know, Joe, there are lots of different kinds of modeling. I've got friends in advertising. Could be you could make up to $100 an hour.
Really?
Come on, I'll make some calls.
Okay.
Come on in. Promise it'll be painless. Could you close the door? I won't hurt you.
Inspector, I'm sorry. He came in before we got the picture.
Must have given you some idea what he was here for.
Well, he just said he wanted to talk to somebody about a crime.
And you didn't get the chance to find out the details?
Look, there was a junkie being brought in, and he was kicking and screaming. And your suspect changed his mind and just ran out of here.
And you just let him walk out?
Well, I called you as soon as I saw who it was.
Okay, you're right. There was nothing you could hold him on. Look, it's been a little frustrating today. Was there anything else he said or did that could help us?
Yeah, he said he was sorry for bothering me, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Mike, too late. We missed out on a break.
Well, we've got one. The guy's name is Joseph Schmidt. The Army had his prints.
Is there a jacket on him?
Well, just a service record and a court-martial. Assault.
On a woman?
Well, we don't know. Just a general statement on charges and verdict. He spent 6 months in the stockade.
Last address, Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Nothing from DMV. No local telephone, no utility listing, nothing. I tell you what, Sekulovich, you finish up with these, will you?
Okay, Lieutenant.
And Dan, you check the membership list of all the bodybuilding organizations.
Hey, Mike, how about calling the Pentagon?
Well, I was just going to do that. I'm way ahead of you.
I can't believe it.
That Keith was impressed? Why not? He's the art director for the biggest ad agency in San Francisco, and he thinks you photograph well. That's why he got the job.
$300 a day. That's more than I've made in a week. And more. He said there may be even more. Judy, I don't know how to say that. Thanks.
You just said it. Thanks.
Well, I better get back on home.
Oh, I guess you'd better. But call me tomorrow and let me know how the session goes, okay?
Okay. Goodbye.
Help! My purse!
Hey, stop it!
Stop it! Please, let him go! I've got my purse. Thank you. I'm all shook. Can you take me home?
Okay.
Hated being locked up. That's probably why he ran from you. He's described here as being emotionally unstable, Lieutenant.
How unstable?
According to the Army psychiatrist, he was hypersensitive to criticism, especially from women. Short fuse, abnormal inability to cope with his temper. As an example, the court-martial. The complaint was brought by a woman.
His girl?
According to this, the complainant was a prostitute, by her own admission. Seems she made the mistake of laughing at Private Schmidt while he was her client.
Laughing at what? Was there something wrong with him?
No. No, he evidently had a very good physique, only she found him ludicrous.
Well, how did he assault her?
Shook her. After fainting from the pain, she found her shoulder dislocated, pulled from its socket, according to her physician's testimony.
Well, what did he use for a defense?
He didn't have one. All he could say was he was sorry.
Listen, you've been a big help, Colonel, and I thank you for it. Yes, I'll let you know how it comes out. What is it?
Okay, got it. Joseph Schmidt. It's Joseph with an F, member of the National Bodybuilding Club. It's right here, and so is the San Francisco address.
Well, let's go.
The Periclean sculptors. Do you know they hardly ever had any models pose for them? They watched women at home and athletes play, and that's why all the statues you see with women in robes and men look like this.
You really are an aficionado. Kind of a fan of Greco-Roman art.
Well, guys like me, we like to look like the statues. Means that we have to know about it.
So you want to look like the ancients thought a man should look, and you use your body as your own clay.
You do understand.
But what made you get into it? All the time and effort, all the lifting of weights?
You know, when I was a little boy, my family moved over here from Austria, and I hardly spoke the language. And I felt out of everything. I was never the best student. I also wasn't a great athlete. And, but when I started picking up weights, something happened. I started getting good in it. I mean, really good. And so I stuck with it. And I started learning everything about diet and about nutrition and exercising. And I felt someday I could be the best.
Aren't you?
Oh, no. But if you want to compare, I know where to go. There's a contest today at 4 o'clock. Mr. San Francisco. You want to see it?
Are you in it?
No, I never did this before. Posing in front of a whole audience.
Joe, you've got to have more confidence in yourself. Why don't you enter the contest? I think you'd be marvelous.
I haven't trained for it, and I think it's too late for them to accept me.
There's only one way to find out. An artist has to show his work, or where is he?
Let me think about it.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's him. That's him, all right. That's Schmidt. He's got a body like one of those charts in school. What is it? Anatomy, you know, with the skin all stripped away. Well, anyhow, I had to evict that big bicep almost a year ago. With all the clanging and banging going on in his place, well, it bugged everybody.
Did he leave a forwarding address?
Well, should have, but he didn't. That wasn't the kind of thing he cared about. The only thing that mattered to him was those dum-dum bells.
Mrs. Beauchamp, all that clanging, did he do his working out at home?
Why not? He had everything. All the weights and all the fancy equipment all over the place.
I understand that some of it was special made.
Yes, that's right. I remember when I complained, well, he told me how tough it was to get that stuff. He had to search all over the place for it, and then finally ordered it special.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay. I have to admit, Judith, I never knew you had a taste for the exotic.
There's nothing here to look down your nose at. These men are doing something that's very important to them.
Well, I just want to see the guy who can put that smile on your face.
So do I. I just never thought I'd see so much of it. 3, please.
You're the last store on our list that sells custom made.
And my wife will appreciate it when I tell her that's why I'm so late.
Would she appreciate it more if you told her the reason was murder?
Schmidt. Here we go. J. Schmidt, 1 professional abdominal board, custom order, 4 50-pound plates.
1140 K Street. Are you sure this is the last one?
It's in the latest batch of receipts. And see, no phone. Means the only way we could tell him the pulley was in was by mail. The address had to be right.
Apologies to your wife.
Thanks.
Number 3, Robbie Robinson. Number 4, Ed Corney. Number 5, John Isaacs. And number 6, from Trieste, Italy, Franco Colombo.
I can see why you didn't want me to have that 4th cocktail. You were afraid I'd throw up.
Number 7, the sensational Roger Callard from Los Angeles, Mr. Western America. Number 8, Joseph Schmidt.
That's the big one, huh? Now I can see the two of you together. Ferocious, jungle-like.
Quiet, Paul.
Joe, I'm sorry. I know how you must feel. I've got to talk to you, but not here, not now. Will you come with us? Paul and Reva, they want to buy you a drink and apologize. And then we can go to my place and we can talk. All right, Joe?
Well, I want to talk to you, too.
Talk about serious. Look at all the weightlifting equipment. I told you he wasn't here. Let's go.
Come on, you know you can beat me. Left hand, come on, son.
Here we go, ladies. How about that table over there? Now, I insist on paying for the celebration. It isn't often I see an exhibition like that. What do you guys have?
That's the second time we've come close and ended up with nothing. Zero, zilch.
We've done all we can. The APP's got his name on it now. There's a unit staking out his apartment.
I know. We've done everything we're supposed to do, but get the guy.
Back to headquarters?
No, we're not going back to headquarters. According to that apartment manager, Schmidt is having a great time with some wealthy woman over on Nob Hill.
Mike, there's guys already looking for him.
So they'll welcome 2 more.
Next. 5 spot, please.
Well, we're sorry, Joe. I mean, it was a surprise. We had no idea what the contest would be like.
But you have to admit there's a humorous side to things. Okay, so I laughed. That's wrong? The narcissism in Bob that got to me, that's all. Reva, it's getting late. I have a lot of work to do before the meeting tomorrow. Judith, you want a lift?
We'll take a taxi.
Okay.
Came in second. You proved yourself. Joe, you should be proud, not unhappy. Don't you see?
No!
Joe!
Yeah, give me the police. Yeah, this is Henry Wilcox. Listen, the guy you're looking for, the one that killed the girl over in the Mission Street district, I just saw him getting into a cab.
We're looking for a muscle man. Just got out of a cab a few minutes ago. The radio dispatcher said one of his cars just dropped off a passenger matching Schmidt's description with a woman 1904 Elmhurst.
Inspectors A1 to all units within the vicinity of 1904 Elmhurst.
Joe, you really looked good up there on that stage. I'm sure the only reason you came in second was because you don't have any experience. Next time...
Next time, where will you be?
What do you mean?
I didn't care about winning. Not when I first got up there. But when I started posing, I felt good. I felt I could win. And only not for me, but for you. Because I thought that you were one person who would understand. Only you didn't.
I thought that you would understand, and you didn't. I mean, what good is it being best at something when nobody understands what you're best at? If the only person I want to share this whole thing with laughs!
No, I didn't, I swear. Joe, I do understand.
It is progressive resistance. In progressive resistance, you start with something very light, then you go to something heavier like this, and then something much heavier, and then something like this, and then a lot of repetitions, because it's very important to do a lot of reps. Yes, that's the way. Yeah, that's the reason why we're warming up like this, so we don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Makes it easier when we get to the heavier things, huh?
Okay, hold it.
Take it easy now. Nobody wants to hurt you.
Stay calm.
Come on, Joe. We just want the lady. Made a mess here. Come on now. Come on, easy, easy. Give us the lady. Come on, Joe.
Come on, baby. Relax now. Come on, relax a little bit. Joe, stop it! Come on, how many times? How many times are you going to hurt people?
Until they stop laughing.
And how many times are you going to feel sorry, Joe? You killed that girl from the park just the way you injured the one in Boston because you got mad, lost your temper. And how did you feel inside after you did those things? You felt sorry, didn't you? So sorry you went to the police, tried to confess. How many more times are you going to feel sorry, Joe? You need help. Let us help you.
We can help you, Joe. Out. Get out.
I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean to.
The law will understand that. Joe, I won't laugh. Neither will a judge.
You saw it at the contest, didn't you? How good I was. I could have been a winner. I could be a winner.
Nobody's gonna laugh at you, Joe.
Henry, here's the reward I promised you, $1,000.
Mr. Jinks, I hate to make waves, but I distinctly recall you promised money.
That certificate's as good as $1,000. Money? For any Jinks product or towards what you owe for membership in my gym.
Can he do that?
Lieutenant, what about Joe Schmidt? What's going to happen to him now?
Oh, the DA will probably charge him with manslaughter.
What about a psychiatrist or something to help straighten him out?
There'll be psychiatric studies, too. Don't worry, your empire's safe.
Ah, but I do worry. You see, I've seen some pictures of Schmidt. He looks pretty good. With a few years in the joint with nothing to do but work out. He'll be a winner when he comes out.
And you'd like him to be one of your winners.
New faces, new testimonials. That is the game.
Thanks for your help.
Nice meeting.
Yeah.
Jenks Sports Palace.
Say, Lieutenant, Inspector, how'd you two like to use that great gym in there? I might be willing to part with this reward at a substantial discount.
Well, to tell you the truth, Henry, after seeing all those guys in there, Dan and I were just saying we are out of shape.
Yeah, so far out, we decided it was too late to do anything about it. So enjoy.
Hey, Jim, man. Hey, I got a deal right here. It's a Sports Palace. $1,000. I'll let you have it for $500.
How about a Sports Palace t-shirt?